So welcome back to another vlog. I thought I would record for the big moment. This sucker is coming off, and I wanted to show this because this was really interesting to me as somebody that had multiple heart monitors put on over the years. This, don't want to flash you, this is a heart monitor. Look how tiny that is. There's no big purse, there's no cords. I already talked about this on Instagram, so if you follow me on there, I'm being repetitive, but yeah, this is so much better. Because especially with the cats too, because I was worried, like, because they like to jump up on me, and I'm like, how am I going to let them do that? I couldn't let them do that if I had the other type on. So they could still hop on me, they still clawed my shoulders. We went to some concerts, which I'll talk about in a bit. We have another concert to go to tonight. Thankfully I don't have to wear this to it, but I was worried about this getting through security, but everybody was very nice. They just saw it, they waved me over, they patted me down. One didn't even pat me down, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. She just looked at my purse, but they didn't give me a hard time, so that's great. But talk about concerts later. I'm gonna try to take this off. I think it's just this piece that has to go. Uh-oh. Why did it just, oh, does that mean it's done? Hold on. Okay, I don't know why it's turning green. It turned green once you put it on. Maybe it turns green when it's ready to come off? I don't know. Sorry I look a mess. I fell asleep with makeup on. Still have not broken that habit yet. Okay, start date 6/22, removal date 6/29, 11:05 a.m. I'm a little bit late, but they gave me extra patches, which thankfully I did not have to use. Also, you can shower with this on. This is what it is if anybody's curious. Okay, remove ECG patch electrode by pulling the clear adhesive away from your body. Oh, this is making me nervous. Maybe I should look this up.
Pulling the clear adhesive lining away from your body.
We're gonna do this together. Since I was talking about health stuff, I figure I might as well document this journey. I had like $400 worth of blood work done yesterday as well. Everything I think is normal, except I'm a little deficient in vitamin D. Touch this? Okay.
Apply downward pressure on the tab to snap or break it off.
She did break it. The lady showed me, like, you snap it.
To snap or break it off. This will require some force. Hold the sensor as shown or patient education guide.
Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. We did it. It's very interesting. If I had to replace it, she said, like, you hold it like this thing in line with your neck, and then you know where to put it, like lined up with your chest. But I didn't need that. I don't think they need that back. I do have a little diary thing that I have to fill out a couple things for, so I need to do that, but I don't have time right now. I'm gonna go with my mom. She needs to get an air conditioner. I don't know if she watches my vlogs. Hello mom, if you do. Sometimes she says she does if there's like cats at the beginning, and then she turns it off when I start yapping too much, usually about health stuff, because she knows it already, so she doesn't have to watch a video on it. So yeah, I have to just fill that out. I was keeping track of everything in my phone, so I just have to do that. But it says the sensor is on loan and must be promptly mailed on today, June 29th. So I need to do that too, but I have to fill out the thing. Could fill out the thing right now really quick, because it's already like prepaid to go back and stuff, so we'll see. I didn't have any of the weird like out of it kind of episodes. I had a little bit of one when we were on the way to one of the concerts over the weekend, so I did press that, but otherwise it's just kind of like my normal dizzy stuff that I've kind of learned to deal with, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm like, I look so gross from all this stuff though, like this. Maybe I'll just wear this shirt out to the store. I think we're just going to like Ollie's or something, I think. But then the band-aid on my arm, I've been scrubbing so much for this band-aid mark to come off from the blood work from a couple days ago, and it just won't come off. So I'm gonna get a shower when I get home. I just don't have time right now, but it's gonna feel so good because you can shower with that thing. That's another thing. You could shower with the monitor on, but it was a pain because you couldn't get it wet. The lady was like, you know, it's water resistant, not waterproof. So in all honesty, I got a couple showers this week, but a lot of it was just like sponge baths because I just did not care or have the energy to like try to maneuver myself, because I would have like a little hand towel and I would kind of cover it when I needed to wash my hair. Like when I was shaving my legs and stuff, it was okay, but like leaning back, you like have to have your back to the shower, obviously. And then I would hold the towel and I'd be like kind of doing this, but like twisting all sideways to like keep this out of it. So it feels good to have it off. And I didn't know I had to send it back today, so it's good I read the paper, but we'll take care of that later. First, I gotta get myself looking a little bit better. I have the toaster oven preheating for some mozzarella sticks, so I will go show you that real quick because that's exciting. Oh my god, ow! Why does that hurt so bad? Look at this. Look at this. Ugh, I'm gross, I'm sorry. Something that is not gross are these Farm Rich mozzarella sticks. Caitlin told me about them. I didn't even know they existed. I got the Holy Veggie ones before at Walmart. They were really good, but these are at Walmart too. She said she liked the Holy Veggie ones better. I think I might like these better. I didn't even tell her, I gotta tell her. Yeah, I didn't show you them going in. I just popped them in because I'm in a bit of a hurry. My mom's gonna be here at 12. I have like 10 minutes. These take 8 minutes, so I gotta go get myself together, then we'll come back to see these. Okay, so not terrible for wearing half of yesterday's makeup, half of today's makeup. Kind of being, you know, running around last minute, thrown together look. That's kind of part of why I don't really vlog as much, just because I feel like I never really look that presentable. But back in the day, I didn't care. So I feel like I need to start stopping caring again. I cared for a while, but I can't. I can't always have it together. And you know what? It is reality, especially when you have health issues, that you just kind of, you know, you make things work how you go. You know, you have to run out the door after you take your heart monitor off, even though you want to shower and you've just been taking sponge baths and you probably really need a shower, but you can't because you don't have time. And then hopefully when I come back, I'll feel good enough to do it and get myself together. Like I said, tonight is a concert. We're going to see Falling in Reverse and Ice Nine Kills. I know Falling in Reverse, the lead singer, is controversy, but I don't care. I don't think I care. I like their music. I just found out about them randomly watching, is it Pluto TV on Roku? And I went to one of the music channels and they played Voices in My Head that has that really cool breakdown and the scene where he's like fighting all these versions of himself. And I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. That looks so cool. And I just started listening to them since then, and I didn't know he was like a controversial person. Apparently he is, but yeah, they're in Hershey, which isn't that far, and Greg is a fan of Ice Nine Kills. I am too. I'm just starting to listen to them more, but he started listening to them because I think they're going to be at a Metallica show later in the fall, I think. So he was listening to them and then he showed me some stuff, and they are really cool because they have like a horror theme to their music, which I love. You know, I love the creepy stuff, so I'm excited for that. But we do have some concert catch up to do with the weekend, with last weekend, but I'll save that for later. Right now it is mozzarella stick time, so let's go get them. I had a little bit of a fall coming off of the foil, but you can see they are super cheesy. Like for vegan mozzarella sticks, oh my gosh. And it tastes really good. Greg had a bite of one yesterday and he said like they're not terrible. He said he thinks they're too cheesy, but I love cheese, so no complaints here. I was gonna say, if you're curious about the babies, they're doing good, but they're not out right now. Mitz is the only one that's out, so we will see them later. Okay, so it's later in the day. I am concert ready. I wanted to straighten my hair, but I just don't have time. Long story short, Mom didn't get an air conditioner today because we were on the way to take my grandmother to get her hair done, and we only got so far and Mom's car started smoking, like smoking, which it turned out to just be something with the brakes. Like she got new brakes and something was like burning off of it. I don't know anything about cars, but apparently it's okay. But we waited for like 2 hours for a tow truck, and then the tow truck only took us, you know, to the car place, which is pretty close to my house. So we walked from the car place to there. I did pick Mom up at the end of the street because it's just kind of more hilly. She said she could have done it. She probably could have, but just to save her legs a bit, I did that. On the walk back here though, we saw 2 hawks on the walk path. Like sometimes you see 1, but 2, and they were kind of together. I did have a little clip of them, so I probably already inserted it here, let's be real. So well, I only had a clip of 1. But yes, we came back and it's really smoky here again. It was smoky here before, and I actually started vlogging back when, you know, it happened the first time from the Canada wildfires. That was like really bad. I mean, it's pretty hazy here, but you don't really smell anything yet. Last time, oh my gosh, I will insert footage here. You could see this was another time we went to a car place for my mom's car. It was like something was wrong then too, but the parking lot where we went was just completely hazy, and you could really smell burning in the air. So it's not like that yet, but it is hazy here, and I think it's like, I don't know if it's just hazardous or I don't think it's very hazardous. I think it's just hazardous air right now. But before it was like all the way over in like the very hazardous or whatever. So I can't even talk. Hazardous, but thankfully it's not like that yet. I have no idea how people in Canada are handling it because it's like constant, and I heard that it could be happening for months. Like the wildfires can be active for months, so that's just crazy. But yeah, we walked back here. Then my uncle took me to Michael's so I could take the heart monitor back, because I thought it was USPS, but it was UPS, and USPS would have been perfect because it's right over here close by, and I could have just, you know, been quick. But yeah, but he said he would take me because he was parked in, because he brought my grandmother here because he had to pick her up from her hair. It was just a lot. It was just a crazy day. I'm gonna title this video, "This is why I don't vlog." I'm trying to, but it's hard. Like, it's really hard. I was telling my mom, like, I miss vlogging and I want to do it again, but lately it's just like, it's so hard to like think to pick up the camera because so much stuff is happening. I don't really have time to pick up the camera to talk about the stuff that's happening, you know, but I'm trying to be better about it. But yeah, we're going to a concert. I said that earlier. Falling Universe, Ice Nine Kills, Slaughter to Prevail. I know on my other channel a lot of people suggested I listen to them. I haven't yet, I don't think, but I'm gonna hear them tonight, so maybe I can do some of that then. You know what? It's kind of hectic right now. Again, I don't really have time to talk about last weekend and the trip, so I'll throw that in. I don't want to throw it in at the end, but I think I'm gonna have to. So yeah, I'll be back after this show to talk about the last show that we went to. There's a lot of shows happening in the upcoming months, so be prepared.
Alright, I don't know how, but I wanna see a fucking big something.
So I think you just saw Falling in Reverse and Ice Nine Kills footage. Ice Nine Kills, well actually maybe a little Slaughter to Prevail. Ice Nine Kills, Falling in Reverse. You missed the first band. Greg's over there. He's gonna pop in commentary a little bit.
Wow.
So yeah, Slaughter to Prevail is kind of intense, I thought. He had a bit of a
Russian.
Yeah, Russian accent. But the masks look cool, and like the guitar players, I mean, they were all kind of in sync with each other, like to like the beat of the song and stuff. So I thought that looked kind of cool. Yeah, the headbanging. But I don't really know. I have to like actually listen to them and figure out what they're saying, because they just like more screamy stuff. But they seem nice. Like the end of the one song was like, I hope you like that, or something like that. It was kind of like, you know, with the accent. But so yeah, they were okay. Ice Nine Kills was super cool. Like I said, I don't know if I said that before on here, if that was my other channel, I don't remember. I get things mixed up. But they kind of have like a horror theme to a lot of their songs, and just like their music and their whole vibe in general. And Greg actually was, I think I said this earlier in this vlog, that Greg was a fan first. Because he listened to them, because they're going to open for Metallica. I think is that why?
Yeah, well, yeah, because I knew we were going to see him, and I was always kind of intrigued by the idea of them, and so I'm like, hey, let me check them out. And then
I've always heard of them.
I heard it, and I was like immediately like, oh, I think you're going to like this too.
Yeah. My favorite one, I think, is well, I don't know. I think American Psycho is probably my favorite. Is that the one, like, To Hell with Good Intentions?
I don't think that's what it's called, though.
Oh. But then Welcome to Horrorwood's really good, too. It has, like, a crazy opening. I hope I was able to show, like, some of the songs.
Hip to Be Scared.
Hip to Be Scared, yeah. That was really good.
Like the theatrics. That, like, pretty much every song had some kind of, like, a gimmick or something to it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, something they acted out or, like, reenacted from one of the movies, or...
I was bummed though they didn't do another one of my favorites, which I don't know what it's called either, like the Halloween one.
Stabbing in the Dark.
Stabbing in the Dark. That's, I don't know. That might be my second favorite, if not my favorite. And I was really hoping that they would do that, but they didn't.
It seemed like they mostly played stuff off of the most recent album, but then also like a couple songs off the one before, it seemed like.
But Stabbing in the Dark has like the Michael Myers theme, and I like Halloween a lot, so that's why I like that. But
then we've seen with Metallica, but maybe not.
Another chance. Yeah, I said that was fall. I was wrong. It's like a month away.
Yeah.
But that's another New York trip, so that'll be, hopefully that goes right, which we'll talk about New York stuff in a couple minutes. Then it was Falling in Reverse, which was kind of, I guess, kind of the main event. I don't know. I mean, it seemed like they both were like the main event. Yeah. They were really good. And here's the thing, I told Greg, I said, I know a lot of people think they're like controversy, but I feel like if you avoid their music because of it, you're missing out on like such a good show.
I mean, the songs I know I thought were good. Like the other ones I wasn't really into. But I mean,
well, it's weird because with that band, they were more like punkish, I guess you want to say, or emo. I don't know what the right term is. But they were more like that like years ago, apparently. It's a totally different vibe than their music now. So it's weird. They have a lot of fans that did grow with them, that they still are into that.
Which I didn't really look into this. This might be totally false. But I thought that was the idea of Ice Nine Kills, is like their most recent albums were like a pretty different style than like what they did before.
I think people said that.
I think in both cases, like the bands are pretty much...
like punkish?
Well, no, I mean, well...
before?
Yeah, but like I was gonna say, the singers are kind of like the main people, and like everyone around is kind of like newer and like wasn't really in the band for a long period of time.
Really?
For both bands, I think.
That was really good. Just wanted to update that, and then just quickly go back. I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't know how I want to do this because it's not the typical New York vlog. I'll just talk about the highlights. So the highlight was Alanis Morissette. That was for me, the highlight. I think it was a highlight for you.
What was it?
It was a highlight for Greg. But yeah, we saw Alanis Morissette. Oh my gosh, she is so good. Like her voice live. I mean, I watched some videos of her and just like knew she could crush it. And it sounds just like, I was talking to like a doctor about this, of all people, a doctor, and he was like, you know, I saw her with somebody else one time on TV, and her voice sounds, you know, just as good as it did, you know, years ago. It really does.
It's you, my dreams, with this beautiful husband. Is it right? Don't you think that's
But yeah, she did like every song that I wanted to hear. Like basically all the hits, Uninvited, that was my favorite one. And she like pulled a Britney and spun around like crazy. Like I again, this is another thing I posted on Instagram just as a joke. I was like, you know, when I grow up, I want to be Alanis. Because she just seems so like cool, but down to earth, but also like a rock chick and just kind of like crazy at times. But she spins in so many circles. Like she keeps going and keeps going. If I didn't insert that, I'll insert it here while I'm talking about it. And then what she does is just falls to the ground. And then the one part, like she just keeps singing. Like somebody brought her a microphone and she just sings like from there, which I won't be able to do that either. Even if somebody brought me a mic, I couldn't. Okay, so my SD card just messed up with the recording, but yeah, so flying, what is it? What? Flying Frog Brigade?
It's Fearless Flying Frog Brigade.
Fearless Flying Frog Brigade. So basically it was Les Claypool doing Pink Floyd songs. I don't know how much I got, so I'm just kind of reiterating in case I got cut off. I'm not really a Pink Floyd fan. Greg's a Pink Floyd fan. I sung a little bit of Pigs because that's my favorite song, but I will spare that. You don't need to hear that. But it was fun. I liked it. Before we went though, like while we were sitting there, Greg said that it was, well, Les Claypool, obviously. And then it's Ringo Starr's kid?
John Lennon.
John Lennon's kid. See, I'm not the fan here.
Who else?
John Lennon's kid, the lead singer of Pink Floyd's kid.
Well, not exactly, no.
No?
I don't want to describe him as that exactly.
Johnny Waters.
Roger Waters.
Roger Waters.
There are two singers, so I don't know if it's even the lead singer exactly. But
Oh, there's two singers in Pink Floyd?
He hasn't been in Pink Floyd since the 80s. So
Like two main singers?
Yeah.
So Roger Waters' kid.
Yeah.
But that's kind of big. Those are like big people, big names.
Yeah.
Les Claypool just has those connections, I guess.
He does.
Pink Floyd and the Beatles.
These connections all over.
I mean, I like Primus, and I was, you know, Greg kind of made me a Primus fan. I always thought they were good. It's interesting though, because he has like such a unique voice and sound, and then the bass. What is it called? Such a big mouth bass.
Yeah,
I think
that's what that's considered. Like the big thing with the
yeah.
bow.
Yeah, the bow.
Well, when I did that, I thought there were going to be Primus like songs. Like,
he came out with the pig thing on.
I know. I thought they were going to do Mr. Crinkle, but that didn't happen. So I don't know. Like the
Yeah.
Pink Floyd thing was again like a huge highlight for me. Like that made my whole weekend really. But as bad as the drive was coming back from there, the drive there was kind of a lot. The drive back was so much worse.
Yeah, I'll insert a little footage here before I turn the camera off and just stop recording because Greg was having a bit of a crisis. But it is terrible because, well, the thing is, it was in Port Chester.
I don't know.
But the thing is, on the way there, it was kind of crazy at the beginning, getting out of Jersey, getting into New York. It was busy, but it was kind of more like a busy interstate where on the way back, and I knew it, but it was too late because there were like ships. I don't know, it was like party or something on the water, and I was gonna take a picture and send it to Caitlin because I'd never seen anything like that before. They do something on the water, I don't remember what, but it was all these ships and boats lined up. And on the way back, we were passing that. We were getting to the point where I wanted to take a picture, and then it said go left, and I was like, wait, we didn't go left. Like we just kept going straight before. And yeah, it just took us right into the heart of, I guess, Manhattan, right, at night.
It was definitely, because that's the thing, 'cause on the way there, we barely got into the city. We were like in and out, and I was like, well, it was kind of weird, but you know, it was fine.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was.
It's crazy. There was one thing, we were in it, and there's like a car on each side of Greg trying to get in at the same time, almost hitting us, just trying to get into the lane.
Honking at me. I was being honked at in 3 different directions.
I'd like to try driving in it one day. Like, I know it might make you nervous, but I feel like I would handle better because I don't care if people are that annoyed around me.
Yeah, but they just hit your car.
Well, you can't do that.
It's worse because now you gotta deal with all that shit too. How would you even pull over if someone bumps your car? Like, how would you even get over?
Yes, you don't.
Yeah, you just don't. You just forget about it.
And that's the thing that kind of amazes me though in New York. Everybody just like cuts in and does all these like dumb maneuvers. They all stop in time. Well, I've seen like so many close accidents, but everybody stops like right before. And then also while that's going on, this happened to us before. Maybe every time. I feel like this happened every time where there's somebody on a moped trying to get through and they like walk the moped in between our car and the car in front of us. It's always people on a moped.
Well, at one point I saw a bunch of motorcycles or something just went down like a crosswalk, just like cut across and just kept going.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like they weren't really
So
technically on like the road or in a lane. They just like went through the crosswalk.
Yeah. And like I said, part of me likes the city. Like I like it, like especially walking, and I think it's, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of exploring at night, but then I also get a little scared.
You're just like getting out of there, getting out of like the city part. It was just like.
Yeah,
it takes you. Like, I had turned onto some road, and I'm like thinking I'm gonna be home free, and then the road's closed ahead of me. Then there's like a parallel road that was going the same way. I went over there, but then I had to like cut across, which apparently isn't the way you're supposed to do because there's like no turn lane. I'm like, I gotta get there, and it was like not the same tunnel; it was a different tunnel. I didn't really realize that, so we got out. I realized there's still 5 miles to go, and I go through some town, which had all these weird places open, all these crosswalks, and people were like out, and it was like pretty late.
I mean, overall, it was a good trip, and like the concerts were good, but the craziness is like a lot.
Yeah, I would never do that drive again. Like I didn't realize it was gonna be like that.
I was surprised because when we were talking about Alanis Morissette, Greg's like, there's a concert in New York, and I'm like, really?
Well, this doesn't sound like you. Them. They weren't really coming close to us. Well, they were for one thing, but then it was like this whole festival with all these bands in and no, I'm like, I don't really want to deal with that. And I saw they were in New York while we're in New York. And then there were 2 shows. And I wonder if the other one would have been better, but I don't remember what day that was. I don't know if that was the following day.
And I feel like festivals and stuff are fine, and I think, we've learned about bands from going to stuff and just hearing a little bit of whatever, even opener, stuff like that. But the thing is, I feel like if you really want to see somebody, it's best to just go to their show because then you're going to hear more of it. Even Alanis, like she was at a couple different festivals, and it's like, okay, do you want to go to a festival where it's like half the people you don't know, maybe you like them, maybe you won't, or would you rather go to an Alanis Morissette concert where you're literally going to see everything and fully enjoy just her? I'd like that better. Oh, but yeah, basically we didn't really explore too much because it rained again, and I had a heart monitor on, so.
I just kind of wanted to leave by the last thing.
Yeah. felt like that was the best idea then, but we're gonna be back in September, right? August? September? August for Metallica. So I will vlog then. That week it'll be a vlog, and you know what? It's going to be, Greg, it's gonna be an actual vlog. There's not gonna be a recap. I'm deciding it now. I'm vlogging it day to day. And
What trip?
New York. I'm gonna vlog, and it's gonna be a live, old school type of vlog where there's no sit down and catching up. You're just gonna see what happens as it happens, because that's my favorite kind of vlog. But to end this video, I'm going to insert some cat footage, because we had a little get together on the 4th of July, and I got the, you know, like you do when you have kids, you get out the pool toys. So I got out their water toys, and they played with that, and it's cute footage. And I didn't really show much cat footage in this video, so I wanted to do that. But I will end it after that, and then the next time you'll see us, or see me, or see something, is gonna be next week, because we're gonna go to a sanctuary. Greg got tickets for my birthday. Mom might come. She's still like, I don't know. But
I was up in the air. I think she definitely be up.
it's just Mom. That's just how she is. That's just how she rolls. But I'm very excited about it. It's not the same one that we went to before. It's a different one. And yeah, I won't say where, because I don't know if anybody's stalking me right now. I doubt it. But I'm definitely gonna be vlogging that, which I'm super excited about. So that'll be the next vlog. But here is some cat clips to end the video.